So wakey, wakey. Nothing like waking up in the morning with my caramel flavored coffee with cinnamon cream and walking around and just enjoying all the beautiful flowers. And it's about 55 degrees, unfortunately. I think fall is coming too soon. It got nippy last night, and I'm dreading all of this is gonna go away for the winter. All the flowers, my nose is going. My nose is cold. It is cold. It's nippy. It's pretty. It's crisp air of fall, but that just means a lot of this is gonna disappear. So I have to get a little creative in the winter, having some kind of projects or something. Maybe extending out some of the, like doing some of the landscaping, or some of those leaves are falling off my coleus. But yeah, we're in zone 7, so it's not quite fall, but it's starting to hit the cold at night. In the 50s. Tonight's supposed to be 49. So my house plants that are out on the front porch, I'm going to have to probably bring in or set them aside on the side against the wall, just so they're kind of not getting hit with the cold as much. But yeah, it's like, what am I going to do in the mornings, walking around and watching all of it disappear? Anyone have any ideas, let me know. I guess, like I said, I usually will do some kind of outdoor project, as long as the ground's not real hard. But we just did a lot of projects, though. Husband did the whole front parking right there, and we've done the walkway and the arch. I mean, we're always funding projects, of course, but all these plants, which if the plants are going to die out for the winter, the good thing is holidays, you decorate it with holiday stuff. So definitely we'll be decorating it with holiday stuff, so we can get very creative on that. So excuse me, my nose keeps going. But I mean, look at this crepe myrtle. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Gosh, it's what, a month it's been in here? Oh, it's so pretty. I can't wait. Next year's, all these are going to be just so pretty. Yeah. They have more and more ideas. The mums, I put them over here so when the sun hits them. And these I thinned out. Look at all those flowers. Finally, because I thinned out all the leaves. Not all the leaves, I take that back. But there was like tons of leaves covering all the flowers that couldn't get any sun. But look now, they definitely are blooming. And hopefully they'll withstand some of the cold, so they don't disappear either. My hydrangea is doing really well. Planted that actually last year, so I think next year it'll do really well. And this is all the house plants that I have sitting out on the front porch that I'm gonna have to make room and bring them back into the inside of the house or the garage. Well, I don't think the garage has enough light, but definitely have to do that. And then some of my seeds, I mean, look at that, they're just now, some of the seeds I planted later, they're just now doing something. They're not even bloomed yet. So I don't even know if they'll get to bloom. Something, I need to spray that. Something is getting the leaves, but anyway. Yep, there's another one, see, from my seeds. They haven't even got to bloom yet. Those I did from seeds. Oh, those are so pretty. I think I'll do more of those next year. So no flower on this one yet either. Is there a bud yet? Nope. Oh, I'm just hoping some of these will flower just like that. That hadn't even done this well until recently. I think is it called alabaster? Alabaster? I don't know how I'm saying it right or wrong, but I haven't ever had one of them, but I did see it looked pretty, so I grabbed the seeds. But it took a long time. That I started a long time ago, so. And again, look, there's not even any buds yet. Ugh. Definitely lesson learned to start seeds at a decent time to get some blooming out of them. Marigolds, it's like you can't ever go wrong with marigolds. These are all the ones I took out of the garden that I had. Tons of those. They were just getting so big because I put them around the tomatoes, and it really helps with the bugs. Of course, my beautiful creeping Jenny. Oh, I just love that, and I put my miniature roses in it, and they're doing well. I'm thinking what I'll do is the lavender in here, I'm going to probably take out and put in the ground. I need to probably get it put in next couple days. Maybe I'll try to do that today because it needs to go in the ground to get the roots going. Just add it to the area of where all my other lavender is. And look at that, from seeds. I don't think it has enough sun, that is why it's slower. Ugh, goodness. And the sweet potato vine. Is it sweet potato or potato vine? And then the boot. I think that's begonias, I think. That's why I label stuff. Because I don't ever remember. Don't ever remember. Unless I'm always planting them. Asters, which I read they do well in the fall. So maybe they'll start blooming. Those doing well. And the flowers on all those vines are doing well. And more asters. This I actually planted right here because it was back behind the dojo where I threw tons of the chicken pine shavings when I cleaned out the coop. And I don't know how a seed got in there, but I threw it all along the fence line. All of a sudden that was growing. Azalea still doesn't have flowers. Planted that last year. It looks healthy, but it doesn't have flowers. I have to figure out the nutrients on it, or I think it gets enough sun. The vines and with the coleus turned out so pretty. I don't think I've ever mixed a bunch of flowers in that turned out so good like that. I usually don't do that, but I think I need to start doing it because it gets so full, and then all the different varieties. And the zinnias, oh my gosh, they're so big. These are candy striped. I think that's what it was. Oh, those are pretty. I definitely saved the seeds. Save the seeds. Which I'm thinking, because it starts off like this, but then you see underneath it, more leaves come out the side, and it gets really like almost like a big ball where it just keeps getting more and more leaves coming out. So I'm assuming the seeds, I haven't looked that up, I'm assuming the seeds on that you can see, like this one. Look. Oh, it's just like multi layers. So I'm assuming the seeds can be, I'm pretty sure that's it, that they're all in that. But that one's about done. It seems like the next layer and the next layer, the petals, not leaves, petals will start coming out. So, anyway, until next time, enjoy the changing weather. Definitely love fall, but definitely the changes of plants and everything, that's part of it. Living in Missouri, it isn't like Florida year round, right? So until next time, bye.